Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and history buffs. Today, we are diving into a fascinating exploration of the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 5 new pence coins. These coins, although small in size, carry incredible historical significance and can hold surprising value depending on their year, condition, and mint marks. Whether you are a serious collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this video will give you a comprehensive look at some of the most sought-after 5 pence coins in the UK. We'll explore each coin's background, unique features, rarity, and what collectors are paying for them in today's market. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1969, specifically in bad or heavily worn condition. Even though this coin may not look impressive at first glance, faded details, scratches, discoloration, there's still a story to tell. We'll explore its history, design features, how collectors view worn examples, and what it's actually worth in today's auction market in US dollars. So let's get started. The 1969 5 new pence coin belongs to the early wave of decimal-era British currency. Decimalisation officially happened in 1971, but several coins including the 5p were introduced early to help the public transition from old pre-decimal denominations. The 5 new pence replaced the old shilling, and even shared the exact same size and weight so the public would find it familiar in everyday use. Struck in cupronickel 75% copper, 25% nickel, the 1969 issue was among the very first modern 5p coins, making it historically important. These coins circulated heavily across the UK for decades, and because millions were produced, most entered daily use rather than being saved as collectibles. As a result, heavily worn examples are very common today, but early decimal coins still attract collector interest because they represent a major moment in British monetary reform. Despite its small size, the 1969 5 new pence features several interesting design elements. The obverse displays the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait is notable for its youthful appearance and the Queen wearing the tiara rather than the crown on the reverse. The coin features the crown badge of Scotland, specifically the monogram representing the Scottish thistle topped with a crown. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, one of the most celebrated designers of modern British coinage. The coin weighs 5.65 grams, measures 23.59 millimeters, and was made to match the size of the shilling it replaced. In bad condition, these design details may be faint or partially lost, but collectors still recognize the key elements that link the coin to the dawn of Britain's decimal system. When it comes to rarity, the 1969 5 new pence is not considered scarce in general. Tens of millions were minted, and many still survive today. However, what matters for collectors is quality. High-grade examples, especially those that avoided heavy circulation, are harder to find and can attract strong interest. Bad condition examples, though common, still carry value to certain groups. New collectors, beginners in British decimal coinage, school coin projects, and bulk collectors often seek these early-date coins regardless of condition. Their main appeal lies in their historical significance, not rarity. For seasoned collectors, though, low-grade examples are typically considered fillers, good for completing a date collection but not highly prized. Heavy wear, corrosion, dents, or discoloration usually push them toward lower market levels, but they can still sell in bulk lots or inexpensive single auctions. And today's online auction environment platforms like eBay, Etsy, and small coin marketplaces, 1969 5 new pence coins in bad condition usually sell for modest prices. Here's what you can expect: around $321,000 depending on the exact degree of wear, seller listing quality, and buyer interest. Bulk lots of worn early decimal coins' individual value may drop to around $213,000 per coin when sold in groups. Some sellers may list damaged coins for $114,000, but these rarely attract serious buyers unless paired with other coins. Collectors mainly pay for condition, and worn 1969 5p pieces are extremely common. Still, there is always a market for early-date coins, and they consistently sell in small quantities worldwide. If you're collecting or planning to sell a 1969 5 new pence in poor condition, here are some helpful tips. While rare, misstrikes, off-cent strikes, or planchette flaws can significantly increase value. Cleaning can scratch the surface, reduce appeal, and further reduce market value. Even a heavily worn coin benefits from basic protection. A simple coin flip or plastic sleeve can prevent additional corrosion. Study online sales of worn examples to understand current market trends and realistic pricing. If you're building a full decimal set, start with worn coins and gradually replace them with better condition pieces as you find them. The United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1969 may not be rare in bad condition, but it remains an important piece of decimal British history. Its strong historical background, distinctive designs, and role in the transition to modern currency make it a charming coin to study and collect. While its auction value in US dollars is small, the story it tells is far greater than its price. For new collectors, It's an affordable gateway into the world of British decimals. For experienced collectors, it's a reminder of a major chapter in numismatic evolution. Next up, the United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1971 in fine condition. While this coin is common in circulation, its historical role, design features, and collector interest, especially when discussing values in today's auction markets, make it an exciting topic. In this video, we'll explore its background, unique characteristics, how rare it actually is, what collectors are paying in US dollars, and what you should know if you own or want to collect one. The United Kingdom 5 new pence coin was introduced in 1968, but the 1971 issue holds special importance because it marks the official launch of the UK's decimalisation, a major transition from the centuries-old pre-decimal system to the modern decimal currency. During this shift, the 5 new pence served as the decimal replacement for the 1 shilling coin, and for several years both circulated side by side. The 1971 5 new pence was minted in large numbers as the government prepared for Decimal Day on February 15, 1971. Millions were produced to ensure a smooth transition, making it a widely distributed denomination. Despite its wide minting, the coin remains a meaningful artifact that represents one of the most important monetary reforms in UK history. The 1971 5 new pence coin carries several distinctive design elements that make it instantly recognisable. On the obverse, it features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a design used on UK coins for more than 2 decades. Her crown profile is sharp, formal, and a classic symbol of British coinage during that era. On the reverse, the coin shows the badge of Scotland, specifically the crown thistle, designed by Christopher Ironside. This design celebrates the strength, heritage, and unity of the British nations. The coin was struck in cupronickel and originally measured 23.6 mm in diameter before the size reduction change in 1990. Even in fine condition, the details of the thistle, lettering, and portrait remain visible, making the 1971 version a wonderful representation of early decimal currency. While the 1971 5 new pence is not considered a scarce coin, its value in numismatics depends on condition, desirability, and historical significance. In fine condition, it is generally easy to find because so many were minted and circulated widely. However, collectors today have increasing interest in assembling complete decimal era sets, which means coins like the 1971 issue still maintain moderate demand. Interestingly, although the coin isn't rare in high circulation grades, it becomes significantly more appealing in exceptional conditions such as uncirculated or proof. But even in fine condition, collectors appreciate its age and its connection to early decimalization history. And while it isn't rare in the traditional sense, it still holds value as a numismatic learning piece and an essential element of any complete decimal collection. The market value of a 1971 5 new pence coin in fine condition is generally modest due to its common presence in circulation. In most online auctions, collector marketplaces, and small coin fairs, this coin tends to sell for $223,000. Higher value examples, especially uncirculated or proof strikes, can reach $114,000 depending on condition, luster, and listing visibility. Rare mint errors from this year, although uncommon, can fetch significantly more. But for a standard fine condition coin, the value remains low and accessible to beginners. Still, its affordability combined with its historical weight makes it a solid educational piece for new collectors and a nostalgic reminder for those who lived through decimalization. If you're interested in collecting the 1971 5 new pence, here are helpful tips to make the most of your numismatic journey. Look for better grades. Even though fine condition is common, try searching for very fine, extremely fine, or uncirculated versions for long-term value. Check for mint errors. Always examine the lettering, portrait outline, and thistle design for off-centering, die cracks, or strike doubling. These errors can dramatically increase value. Store properly. Even lower value coins benefit from proper storage. Use acid-free holders or coin flips to prevent further wear. Build a decimal era set. This coin is part of a fascinating transitional era. Completing a full 1971 decimal set adds both educational and collector value to your collection. Compare auction listings. Prices vary widely depending on presentation, lighting, and the seller. Always compare multiple listings before buying or selling. The United Kingdom 5 new pence 1971 coin may not be rare, but it represents a monumental transformation in British monetary history. Its charming design, connection to Decimal Day, and ongoing collector interest make it a meaningful piece for anyone interested in UK coinage. In fine condition, it remains affordable and accessible, yet still valuable as a historical artifact. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned collector, this coin has a place in any well-rounded collection. Next up, the United Kingdom 5 new pence coin from 1977, specifically in circulated condition. While it may not look like much at first glance, this coin holds an interesting place in numismatic history and has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Let's explore why. First, let's talk about the history and background of the 5 new pence coin. The 5 new pence coin was first introduced in 1968 as part of the decimalisation of British currency, which was a major transition away from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. By 1977, these coins were widely circulated, making them a common sight in everyday transactions. Despite their ubiquity, they are still highly valued by collectors, especially those looking to complete sets from this era. Now, what makes the 1977 5 new pence coin unique? One of the standout features is its composition. Unlike modern coins, which often use nickel-plated steel, these coins were struck in cupronickel, giving them a distinct silvery appearance. The obverse side features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, reflecting her classic 1970s design, while the reverse showcases the crown thistle, a symbol of Scotland, which adds historical charm and design intricacy to the coin. When it comes to rarity, you might be surprised to learn that even circulated coins like the 1977 5 new pence can attract collector interest. Circulated coins, which show signs of wear and handling, are often more accessible to new collectors, yet certain factors such as minting errors, unusual toning, or limited production runs can make specific examples more desirable. While this coin isn't considered extremely rare, its age and historical significance give it moderate collector demand, especially among those completing full sets from the 1970s. So, what is the current market value of a 1977 5 new pence coin in circulated condition? On average, these coins sell for between $122,000 depending on wear and eye appeal. Coins with slight variations, minimal scratches, or better preservation can fetch higher prices at auctions or through private sales. It's also worth noting that the coin's market value can fluctuate based on demand, so keeping an eye on auction sites and collector forums is always a good strategy. For collectors, there are some key tips to keep in mind. First, always inspect the coin's surface carefully. Even minor scratches or cleaning can significantly affect value. Second, store your coins in protective holders or albums to prevent further wear. Third, consider the coin's context within a complete decimal set, as complete sets often command higher prices than individual coins. And finally, research auctions and online marketplaces to understand current trends and what collectors are willing to pay. In conclusion, while the United Kingdom 5 new pence 1977 circulated coin may not be the rarest or most expensive coin in the world, it holds an important place in British numismatic history. Its design, composition, and age make it a fascinating piece for both new and experienced collectors. Whether you're starting your coin collection or adding a 1970s piece to your existing set, this coin is a wonderful example of the rich history behind everyday currency. Next up, the United Kingdom 5 new pence from 1980, in very fine condition. While it might seem like a modest coin at first glance, this small denomination holds significant interest for collectors around the world. In this video, we'll explore its history, unique features, rarity, auction market value in dollars, and even share some tips for collectors seeking to add it to their collections. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin journey, this video has something for you. The 5 new pence coin, introduced in 1968, was part of the decimalisation of British currency, replacing the old pre-decimal coins. By 1980, the coin was firmly established in circulation and was widely used in everyday transactions. Made primarily from cupronickel, it featured the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Arnold Machin at the time. The reverse showcased a crown thistle, representing Scotland, which was a nod to the UK's tradition of incorporating regional symbols on its coinage. Over the years, slight design and composition changes occurred, but the 1980 coin retained the classic design cherished by collectors today. The 1985 new pence stands out for a few reasons. Firstly, its weight and size distinguish it from earlier and later versions. Coins from this era weigh 5.65 grams and measure 23.59 millimeters in diameter. The intricate detailing on the thistle, the lettering, and the crown is remarkably well crafted, which makes it attractive even in circulated condition. Additionally, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin is considered one of the most elegant and collectible designs in the decimal coin series. For collectors, the combination of historical significance and aesthetic appeal makes this coin more than just pocket change. While the 1985 new pence was minted in large numbers, finding one in very fine condition can be surprisingly challenging. Many coins were heavily circulated and show wear, scratches, and discoloration. This makes coins that have retained sharp details, minimal wear, and original luster highly desirable. Even coins in damaged condition have a following among collectors who enjoy restoration projects or those completing bulk sets, but naturally, the demand and value increase significantly for coins in very fine or better condition. So, what is the auction market value of a 1985 new pence in very fine condition? Prices can vary depending on the coin's provenance, grading, and market trends. As of today, a very fine 1985 new pence typically sells for around $223,000 in the retail or online auction markets. While this might seem modest, the value can rise significantly if the coin has exceptional luster, minimal wear, or is part of a complete year set. Rare varieties, errors, or coins with proof-like surfaces can fetch higher prices, sometimes exceeding $116,000. It's a small coin with the potential to surprise collectors. For collectors interested in the 1985 new pence, here are a few tips. First, always examine the coin under good lighting to assess wear, scratches, and luster. Second, consider purchasing from reputable dealers or online platforms with verified grading to avoid counterfeits. Third, keep your coins in protective holders to maintain their condition and prevent further wear. Lastly, don't underestimate the value of completing a set. Having a full decimal series in very fine condition often increases the overall value and appeal to buyers or collectors. In summary, the United Kingdom 5 new pence from 1980 in very fine condition is a small but noteworthy collectible. Its historical significance, elegant design, and rarity in high-grade condition make it an appealing addition to any coin collection. While individual coins might not command huge sums, they hold intrinsic value for collectors and can be a stepping stone to building a more comprehensive and valuable collection. So, whether you're hunting for coins at auctions, estate sales, or online marketplaces, keep an eye out for this charming piece of British numismatic history. Next up, the United Kingdom 5 new pence from 1975, particularly in fine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your coin collection journey, this coin holds a special place in the world of British currency. In this video, we'll explore its history, unique features, rarity, current market value, and tips for collectors looking to add it to their collection. By the end, you'll understand why this small coin can carry big significance. The United Kingdom's 5 new pence coin was first introduced in 1968 as part of the decimalisation of British currency, replacing the old shilling. By 1975, the coin had firmly established itself in circulation. It was minted at the Royal Mint in London and was composed of cupronickel, a durable alloy of copper and nickel designed to withstand the rigours of daily use. The 1975 coin is particularly interesting because it comes from the early years of the decimal system, making it part of a transformative period in UK monetary history. Coins from this era were essential in helping the public transition smoothly from the old currency system to a more modern decimal system. The 1975 5 new pence features several distinctive characteristics that collectors find appealing. On the obverse, it bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was used on UK coins from 1968 until 1984. The reverse showcases a crowned thistle, symbolising Scotland, designed by Christopher Ironside, a motif that reflects the United Kingdom's rich heraldic traditions. The coin has a diameter of 23.59mm and weighs 5.65 grams, giving it a solid, tangible feel in hand. The fine condition of the coin highlights the detail in the Queen's portrait and the thistle, with minimal wear, making these features stand out beautifully for collectors. While the 1975 5 new pence was produced in significant numbers, coins that have survived in fine condition are much less common. Most circulated examples show noticeable wear, scratches, or discoloration due to decades of handling. Even coins with minor damage are sought after, but those in fine or uncirculated condition are particularly desirable because they offer a glimpse of the coin as it originally appeared. Collectors are increasingly aware of the historical value of coins from the early decimal period, and this has driven up demand for well-preserved specimens. Damaged coins still have value, but fine condition coins command a premium in the market, reflecting both rarity and the collector community's appreciation for aesthetic quality. As of today, the auction market value of a 1975 5 new pence in fine condition generally ranges from $432,000, depending on the seller and market conditions. Coins that are exceptionally well preserved or graded by professional coin grading services may fetch even higher prices, sometimes reaching $20 or more in specialized auctions. Comparatively, coins in circulated or poor condition are significantly less valuable, often trading for less than $1, which highlights the importance of condition in numismatic valuation. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and professional auctions remain the primary venues where collectors can acquire these coins. If you are looking to add a 1975 5 new pence to your collection, here are a few tips. Check condition. Carefully look for coins with minimal wear, clear detail on the Queen's portrait and the thistle, and minimal scratches or discoloration. Consider grading. Professional grading can verify the coin's condition and increase its market value if you plan to sell in the future. Buy from reputable sources. Auction houses, established coin dealers, and verified online marketplaces reduce the risk of counterfeit or misrepresented coins. Learn market trends. Keep an eye on auction results to understand how values fluctuate over time, as collector demand can impact prices significantly. Handle coins properly. Always use gloves or hold coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints and maintain their condition. In summary, the United Kingdom 5 new pence 1975 in fine condition is more than just a small piece of currency. It is a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in British monetary history. Its combination of historical significance, unique design features, and scarcity in fine condition makes it a valuable addition to any coin collection. Whether you are collecting for historical interest, investment potential, or sheer love of coins, this 1975 5 new pence offers a fascinating glimpse into the early days of decimal currency in the UK. Remember, the key to numismatic success lies in patience, knowledge, and a keen eye for condition. Happy collecting! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep look into British coinage, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment which coin you want to explore next.